So, my bad. I was talking to myself there. LOL. As for 4 minutes. Okay. So back to it, right? Markets are coming down. Employment change was not great. So what do we do? Yesterday we had two great trades. We went short, we went long the market. One for 50 points, another for 100 points, and then another on the upside, which was 100 points. So that's really good for the markets' sake, that we were making really good trades yesterday. We don't bring yesterday's trades into today's trading plan. The truth is what we're going to do. What's going on here? What we're going to do now is we are going to make sure that the trading plan is start from scratch, right? We start from scratch every single day inside of the markets. Sorry, I was a little distracted there. What the markets are telling us right now, so since 5 in the morning, we have been on this little relief bounce, right? We're now in between the pivotal zone and the support, trading in yesterday's price action, evident on the 2-minute on futures right now. We know this because yesterday we had two amazing trades here. If you would have followed the strategy that I had given you guys, right? Level to level, we're simply trading price action based on confluence on the tech stocks. Then you would have gotten a 100-point move down and another 100-point move up. That's 100 points each way, 200 points total, $600 for the day, trading 3 contracts. We think every contract in 100 points in each one of those contracts is $100. So that's a really good day. You know, for anybody that's trading the markets and they make $600 in a day, that's almost over $120,000 a year inside of the markets, right? So coming back to the screen, you can see we're trading in between the pivotal levels of support and the pivotal level. We're inside. Price action is still inside the 2 levels that we had made, the 2 micro levels. No, we're not going to be trading inside of these levels, not when it's in the middle, right? That doesn't make any sense for us to be making money inside of these 2 levels here. I try not to complicate the graphs like other YouTube creators, content creators, because I would like to make this as simple as possible for you guys, right? We're using confluence on dynamic support and resistance levels using the 9, the 20, and the 50 EMA. We can see that price action has been pushing up since this morning, but all of the price action on the tech stocks right now are pointing down. So we have confluence pulling inside of both directions in the market, which doesn't give us a firm commitment to any sort of trade in the market today. I didn't think that I was going to wake up and actually make a trade today because it's Friday. I like to sometimes take days off. But I decided the most important thing is staying consistent, right? Showing you guys I'm consistent. I'm showing up every single day to the markets no matter what. And right now, this is my testament to that, right? I'm showing you guys every single day I wake up and I trade no matter what. All right, so what are we waiting for? Good question. I think what we're waiting for is the break of 24,742 or the break below 24,577. We'll use yesterday's levels since we're still trading inside of that pattern. And we're going to try to get a trade here today. It won't be in the first 5 minutes or the 10 minutes. It's going to have to load up a little bit before we get into any sort of market order. Okay? So let's wait patiently here. Sorry, I don't mean to be on my phone. I'm just trying to post a video that I made this morning. All right. Okay. So now we're seeing green price action, green wicks coming inside of the market. We're still sized 3 contracts on a 50K account. No, we're not sizing up. No, we're not sizing down. We're keeping the 3 contracts today. Story is starting to change a little bit on the tech stocks. We can see green volume coming inside. Okay. We're going to keep our eye on that. Pushing up, pushing to that entry point. Here we go. Can we get that push to that pivotal level? Remember, we're targeting a 50-point move here. If it gives it to us. All right, now we got that push over. I'd like to see it close first. This is important. This is very important to waiting for price action to close. Yes, sometimes it might push higher. It might even push to the next level. It might go all the way to that pivotal level, but it's important for me to wait. If I don't wait, then I can get stuck inside of a trade that I'm gonna lose money in. Okay, so it's pushing up. We're 27 seconds to the close. All right, that's a nice close. That is the confluence that we are looking for. We're still at that pivotal level as well, looking confident. Tech stocks are starting to reverse. Okay. Might want to take this trade here. I'd like to see what the close is going to be on. Well, we've closed on the 5-minute now. Strong bullish action. Now what we've done is, yes, we've broken out of that regression trend. Very good. Taking my entry, it's below the pivotal level. I was waiting for it to come back a little bit. We're targeting 50 points. Make my stop loss the entry of the parallel trend. I don't like how that's opening red. All right, so we're closing below the pivotal level right now, which is not good. Tech stocks are starting to reverse as well. That's annoying. Choppy. That's choppy price action right there. Just so this doesn't stop me out, I want to see if I can close it above. So you're going to start here with a half a cup of oats. Make sure you get everything in there. 1 banana. Some peanut butter. 1 tablespoon. 1 cup of milk. Oh man, that's not good. Alright, so that's basically a test of a level. If it comes back into this channel, we're going to have no choice to exit. Got faked out. You're gonna want to top this with water, but before you do so, go ahead and add the protein. I forgot to do it here. That's why I closed the hard stop. Going to use the dynamic support at the 9 here, and then our static support here at 24,742 to see how this closes. We're still overall bullish. So on the micro trend, we are bullish. The lower time frames, I might need a little bit of grace here. As you can see here, we've broken out of the trend line. We've broken out of the regression trend, right? Staying patient. Okay. We're getting the test. I don't like how the tech stocks are reacting, completely honest with you guys. Nvidia is chopping. Amazon is coming up, but it's halting at 210. Broadcom has a level of 338. Google has a level at 307.50. So this is gonna be a toughie. The 1 hour chart is still bullish, right? We haven't had a close on that 1 hour, but we will get a close in the next 6 minutes. Important to watch to see how that 6 minute closes on the 1 hour. Okay, there we go. That push up. I'm out of that trade. I know. I'm leaving that trade on the table. Remember, I didn't even want to take a trade today to begin with, but that choppiness on Nvidia especially, like, take a look at this. Okay, we got inside of that trade. I feel gracious that I made the money that I just made on that. But you see how Nvidia is chopping here? Boom, 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 boom. That's not really an A+ setup for me right here. Nvidia is one of the top tech stocks inside of the market. So when you see Microsoft coming down, Nvidia chopping like this, Amazon came up but now has a flat doji, right? There's just so many red flag signs in the market here that just gave me like, yo, get the fudge out of this trade right now. Like, it's not a good trading day to be making money. Remember, we're looking at solid confluence in the market. To go down $279 in a trade and then come back at break even, sometimes you got to just say, okay, that wasn't my entry. That's fine. I count that as still as my one trade for the day, without a doubt. So I have one trade for the day. Now we're plus 60 for the day, or plus 55 for the day. Are we going to jump into another trade quickly? No. This is the tough part. Now it's time to reevaluate our strategy. But that's boring. No, it's not. It really isn't. No. We need to make sure that we're making money here at the end of the day. This isn't like this isn't a fucking game we're playing. You can treat it like a game, but I treat it like a business. Right? Why didn't I do this before? Well, To be honest with you, sometimes I do it like this, sometimes I do it the other way. So you see we are still breaking out, but we are at the top point of the resistance that is coming down, right? We are still in an overall parallel trend. That's sometimes what the regression trend misses, right? So because we're inside of a closing candle that's still deciding whether or not it wants to break out of this parallel channel, I can see that it might still have difficulty breaking this channel, and then you'll have an external force that will push it back into the channel. The bears are going to sell off the gains for this morning, and it's going to continue the trend down, right? That's evident in price action that we call a fake out, right? That's why I'm very, very gracious to have been able to sell that trade here. That is a very lucky move that I had. I could have easily been red for the day. I could have panicked and sold. What I'm looking for now is to see if we break this section right here of the markets. If we don't, it's going to look something like this. Boop, 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 boop. Right? The reason I know that is because I've been trading these markets for a very long time, and this is a kangaroo market. As you can see here, this is a double top. Now it's price action that is what? Coming down. The micro time frames, the smaller time frames, are showing price action that was bullish since 5 in the morning. So you take that into account. But the overall time frame, that's right, is bearish, right? Boom, 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 boom. Oh, shit. Hang on. There you go. Right? Overall time frame is bearish. Micro time frame, we're waiting for this break and crack right here. Now you're seeing a different story. You see how the red candle just came in? It's not random either. Sellers are trying to sell below the pivotal level. That is why I labeled it a pivotal level inside of the market. And here, for those of you guys can't see it, there you go. The pivotal level inside of the market for today was 24,789. I got into a trade after it broke above, closed above it, but then sellers came in and pushed it back down, and are now faking out the bulls inside of the market right now. It isn't a guaranteed every single day that you are going to make a trade and that is going to turn out for you. Sometimes you have to let your ego go and put it on the sidelines and say, look, if this gets back to break even, I'm going to hold it. Either hold it through with your hand in your balls and say, yep, I got the balls of steel. Often that ends up causing a serious loss on your account. I'm okay with taking the $55 for the day. That's my one trade out of 2 trades for the day. So what I'm going to do is wait patiently here. The trade is now setting up for a different perspective after that close. We have 5 more minutes here, or 1 more minute here till the close of the 1 hour, which is telling us a huge story here. We have 30 seconds. So I'd like to see on the 30-second candle, close on the hour, exactly what wick comes inside of this channel. As you can see, all of this price action was sold. Okay, so that's bears coming in, and they're selling the shit out of it just to keep it inside of this parallel channel to what? Exactly. Keep it inside of the channel to keep it going bearish for the day. This price action was nothing other than just a simple news event, right? News events. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 news events. And now what we have is we have jolts, job openings. So let's tune into the market and see if it has a impact that is going to be in turn going to be something that's positive for the market. It looks like it's pricing in positively. Tough, tough, tough. Sellers are going to try to pull it down into this parallel trend. Excuse my foot. Okay, now that we have this red candle, we have a different story being told. 15-minute as well. Now you see the story being told. Shorts are now going in. Okay, now we're below that line. That was 50 points. Inside of the channel, it is back. I really don't love price action today, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel late to everything. That morning trade, yes, I got out of it at like in profit by the grace of God. I feel like if I get a trade here, it's just rushing a process. We've been like so quickly in between levels. I feel like if I get a trade, it's going to start to reverse on me again. Do you see all the emotions that are literally going through my head right now? I came in here with a clear mind, clear soul. I did not want to rush this process, but I came here because I needed to show you guys this is what consistency builds. So right now I'm feeling a little tempted to get inside of a trade. I feel I want to make a trade, but not if it's going to do something like this. Like I would have gotten into a short trade a second ago. Now it's going green. What kind of fucking market is this? You see what I mean? It doesn't make sense sometimes, like the way that price action. I might just call it a day. Honestly. Maybe I'll set the level, see if it comes back down to these lower levels and evaluate. Maybe if it comes back up here. I'm just not loving this price action today. I'm going to call it a day. If we get down to these lower levels, I'll take a look at what the market's doing. Maybe I'll try to find a reversal trade here. But look at that. It's just going chopping sideways. It's not a good trading day, guys. So we'll come back a different day. We'll make another trade starting Monday. I hope everybody has a fantastic